My name is Aloise Kimata, founder and CEO of Dorell Enterprises, where we produce and manufacture flavorful chili blends for everyday use. The business started in a very funny way. I lost my job. I was in the aviation industry. I lost my job in 2019, and then tried one couple of things here and there. Then one day I was in a restaurant huko tu mtaani. Then they had some chili of theirs, but yes, it was hot, but flavor hakuna. So it hit me. What if I came up with something flavorful, still hot, yes, but flavorful. So I went down to work, research hapa na pale. I came up with a recipe. While I was doing that research, I walked into the local supermarkets around. I didn't see anything flavorful, but then I realized the product was there, but it was underground, the underground markets, the home-based markets. So I created a plan to bring it to the mainstream market, because in the supermarkets it wasn't there. Yeah. So I started it at home. First I got the ingredients. Then the main part of the research was how to blend these ingredients so that one does not overpower the other. It becomes sort of balanced. That was where most of my time, or I took most time in that process. But eventually I came through. YouTube was my friend, so I used a lot of YouTube. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, found a perfect blend recipe, shared it out, started with family and friends, shared out, they said tweak here, tweak there. Then once the product was out, but not officially out, I went to some restaurants around my home and left a few samples here and there. Took feedback, tweaked it until now. Right now it's a perfect blend. What next is sales, marketing and sales. That was a bit of a challenge because I'm aviation trained, so I have no experience in sales and marketing, but I got help from friends. And then sort of me putting that product out before it came out officially was sort of an advantage, because now people got to taste it and the word spread. So let me say most of my sales are referrals from word of mouth. I don't think there is a bit of social media marketing, but it's on the minimal. Most of it has been referrals and word of mouth. Now, my problems started with COVID. I registered my business in February of 2020. That was when I was ready with the product. Then March came. Hit me so bad because I had already secured 2 restaurants, so they had to close down. So I didn't have the restaurant clients. And then the restriction of movement, I could hardly do any deliveries. So let me just say, basically my business shut down before it started. Yeah, that is the main problem. Otherwise, the normal problems in business, the loopholes you have to jump through in registration, getting these licenses, those ones are the normal ones I went through. But the major one was COVID, because I had not even taken off. I had already rented a space, signed a lease for a year. Now the government says shut down. I have nothing to do. I struggled for a bit until I just went to the landlord and told him, man, I can't. So I moved my operations back home. Yeah, but it was on the minimal, it was on the very low scale. The main reason I continued was because that short period that I had my products out there, was the products were well received. I got those two restaurants. I moved from, in a span of let's say a month, I moved from 5 pieces a week to 20 pieces a week. That is standard deliveries, 20 pieces a week. Now, when COVID happened, people had already tasted the product, so they knew what they were tasting. They knew the product. So most of the times, what kept me going was those personal orders I was getting from clients of those restaurants. Now that gave me the push. And then I also had a sit down with the owner of this restaurant, and she encouraged me. She told me, don't give up. Businesses like this, just keep pushing. And up to now, we're still together. Now, someone came in way after COVID. I had already shut down my production space, and I was in the process of trying to figure out. I need to move out of house production and go back to. Then I got a call from them. They actually called me. They saw my Facebook page and got my contacts and called me from there. They explained to me what they do, how they help entrepreneurs. I booked an appointment, visited them, was shown around the premises. I liked it. The prices are very reasonable as compared to renting your own space. So from that then on, I was on board with them. So up to now, I still use their space for production. I've used it, I think now it's now going to 2 years. And then in the process of me coming and doing my production, they told me, by the way, there are some classes training for young entrepreneurs. Try and join and see. If you have nothing to lose, it is free. So I joined. It was called the Buruka class. I joined, did it, completed, and at the end of it, there was a grant that I got from them to boost my business. First, source raw materials, the chilies, the ginger, the garlic, everything. I source them, and then I come with them, or I direct them to be brought here. So when they come, I do the sorting, all the peeling and stuff, and cleaning and everything, and grinding and blending, and then cooking. I cook from here, do everything, cooking, and then it cools down. Since as of now, I'm using plastic bottles, and then I package. Everything is here. What is not here is your raw materials. So I come with my raw materials and do my production until packaging stage. Yeah, it really helps in the sense that since 2020 when I started, I only changed my price like 2-3 months ago. So economically, it has kept my overheads at least stable because their prices don't fluctuate, they remain constant, and it's cheaper than renting your own space. So the prices of my product have remained stable until 2-3 months ago when I raised it due to the high economic times. Yeah, but the most significant thing is the pricing, and they have also helped me uh, get other markets, because what they normally have every December is a Somo Soko, which I attended the one for last year, and from there it opened doors. It opened doors such that now I'm in the process of doing glass packaging, because now that is a different a new market, same product but in glass packaging. There are those who have already asked for glass packaging. 5 years from now, my dream is to have my own production space, large scale, because competition is stiff. That I won't lie, competition is stiff, and it's an advantage. The good thing about the market is that there's always a space for someone. My product is not a new product. It's been there. But now what you need to do is carve out your niche, your own space with your own clients where you can survive and grow from there. But the competition is stiff and very healthy. The only thing, okay, I don't spill beans here, but my my what do you call it? The difference between mine and most around is that I have no preservative. I don't not use any additional chemical preservatives. It is all natural, all fresh, farm fresh products. No, I do not use powders or and stuff. If it's chili, it's chili. If it's garlic, it's garlic. You peel it, you slice it. So it's basically a farm. It's basically from farm to plate. Yeah, no additional, no chemicals, and it has a rather good shelf life. Yes, I have gone to KEBS. We are KEBS certified. We are currently in the process of renewal. The process hit me during that COVID time. So when I presented my application physically, COVID hit the shutdown. So I could not move forward, I could not move back. So we had to wait for them I think they had not digitized their system. So they were digitizing their system. Now then, they came back to us. So we did whatever we could do online. What we could not do online, we had to book appointments to go to their offices. But finally, it came through. It was, yes, hectic. It was hard, yes. But if you have the spirit, you don't have any other option. You just push on. The problem I see about the certifications is that, say for example, Nairobi County Council, you need a fire license, you need a health license, you need medical. Now, these are all issued by Nairobi City Council. But see, they're being issued in different offices. Now you have to move from this office, go to this office. If only they could find a way of uniformizing all this license, so that you walk into one office, pay what you're supposed to pay, because I'm sure the issue is not payment. Pay whatever you're supposed to pay and walk out with your licenses, instead of jumping from one office to another, to another, to another. It is hectic. That is the only problem. But if that could be done, it could ease. And then now I've seen they've gone digital, so everything is digital. I would not call it hiking. Hiking is extreme. I would call it adjusting to the situation, of which my customers out there also understand, because the business has to run. They still want to enjoy the chili, but if it means I adjusting as per the conditions out there, I'll have to, but I don't see myself doing it anytime soon, since I've done it 2-3 months ago. I think where I am, if things remain constant, I should be okay. Those that think that imported products have higher quality, one question they should ask themselves is, these raw materials come from here. They go out, they are refined, then they're brought back, sold at a higher price. Now you will be drinking what you are growing, but in